Hey guys, this is a quick unboxing and review of the new Android TV player set-top box by a company called Wisewo. You can find this in Amazon for about $100. I'll put a link here in the description as usual. Let's go ahead and do the unboxing. And in this video I'm going to show you, of course, what's inside the box. Then I'll do a quick review of the functionality on how the device connects to the web and how it works. And at the end, I'll, as usual, give you my description of my honest review of the product itself. So this is what you get inside the box, and here it is, the product code in case you want to check it out online. Again, the company name is Wisewo, W-I-S-E-W-O, and apparently this is supposed to be kind of like an alternative to Roku players or Apple TV players. I was very impressed about the specs when I saw it online, so I decided to check it out because I wanted to replace my old Roku player. And here you go, you get a couple of different boxes. Here's the touchpad and the keyboard, or the mini wireless keyboard. It's supposed to come with two different remote controls. And here's a picture of the wireless keyboard. It looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead and check it out, and there's some specs here about the keyboard itself. You get some manuals. Oops, I dropped something. It does come with this charger cable, standard USB charging cable, and the keyboard itself. It's pretty nice. It's really light. It's a lot lighter than I thought. So like I said before, this is one of the remotes that you get. This is the one with the keyboard, and the other one should just be like a standard remote control. And we'll take a closer look at this later. Let's go ahead and complete the unboxing. And here's the TV box, or the set-top box. Some information here in the back. T95Z Plus, I guess is the product number. Let's go ahead and check it out. A pretty standard looking box here. It just says TV box. Alright, let's go ahead and make some space, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is the actual box, the set-top box. And it is. It looks pretty nice. Let me take out this tape. I like the design with the honeycomb grid right here. Pretty small, smaller than my hand. It's about the size, I would say a little bit bigger than the Roku TV players, but this one should have more functionality, so it's a pretty good size. It's very light as well, and it looks really nice with the hexagonal shape here in the top. You get the USB port. I think you should get like two USB ports. Here's the second one. You get a port for your I think this might be like a micro USB card, but I'll check on that. Get a HDMI port, optical port, power cable connection, AV connection, and your RJ45 line connection as well here on the side. Let's go ahead and see what else comes inside the box. Alright, so you get a bunch of extra stuff here. Here is your second remote control. This is kind of like a standard remote control that you should be more familiar with. Very similar to the one of your TV or even of your Roku connection or your Roku device, with buttons pretty much for everything to control your new set-top box. Let's see what else you get here. Another cable. Oh, it does come with, I was actually wondering about this. I didn't know that it came with an actual HDMI cable. That's really nice plus. For a second I thought that I would have to buy a separate one, and I will have to do my review maybe tomorrow, but I'm glad that it came in with the HDMI cable. This looks pretty nice. Actually don't know how long this is, but let's go ahead and check it out. Doesn't seem that long, but it should work just fine to connect it right next to your TV. This is plenty of length right here. I'll let you know later how long it's exactly, but it looks long enough to actually connect it if you put the device right next to the TV, of course. Finally, I think this is the last thing in the box. Your standard power cable. This is finally also the user manual. I'm probably going to try to check it out real quick before actually doing the installation and checking it out, plugging it into the TV. Anyways, that's all it comes with in the actual box. I wanted to go deeper into the actual wireless keyboard, this is actually the point that I was very curious about this part of the set-top box. There's no actual buttons. This, as you can see right there, this is all flat, which makes it really light. So what you would do is just press on the keyboard like this, kind of like a touchpad, like in your cell phone or anything like that. Pretty cool. You can see right there all the buttons, standard QWERTY keyboard. I'm not sure what this one is for, what this function right here is for, but I'll check it out once I have it installed. You get your, I think this might be the power button. Could be wrong about that, but I'll check on that too. Or actually, this might be the power button, and your volume rocker. It's really nice to have the volume rockers in this keyboard as well, so you can actually use it as a regular remote control. In your remote control, a closer look into your functions. It looks, like I said before, like a standard remote control, like your TV's remote control. Alright guys, a couple more things that I forgot to show you before. The wireless keyboard doesn't use batteries, as you can see. It just charges using the standard USB cable that comes in with the box. You just plug it into the wall or to your computer and you charge it. And another thing is that the keyboard is doesn't use a Bluetooth connection to connect to the set-top box. You actually have to plug in this little USB device onto your set-top box in order to use it, or to connect it to the set-top box. Another thing is that the remote control does use batteries. It's just like your standard TV remote, but the batteries are not included. You have to buy them on your own. Alright guys, so I brought in my small Samsung TV, and just to show you how to connect the set-top box to the television. And what you'll do is you want to, of course, grab your set-top box and first of all power it on just by plugging in the power connection right here, the power cable that comes with the box. And you also want to plug in one of the USB ports, the USB device that I just showed you for the wireless keyboard. And finally, very simple, you just want to plug in your HDMI cable into your HDMI port in your television. And that should be it for the installation. As you can see, the set-top box powers on by giving you a nice blue light that changes every once in a while to green. And once you have it connected to the Wi-Fi, it also will set up the clock automatically. It's a pretty nice feature right there. And as you can see, I already have it set up. I have it already plugged in and also connected to the Wi-Fi. I gotta say, the installation and the setup of this set box, it was a complete breeze. It was so easy to do. Very easy to connect to the Wi-Fi. You don't really need the instructions. What you want to do is just grab your remote and go to, first of all, before getting started on that, let me actually mention a few things about the user interface. As you can see, it uses Android, version of Android as this user interface. So it's gonna look a lot like if you are used to using an Android cell phone or like an Android computer. Like one of those Chromebooks. It's gonna look very familiar to one of those. In the bottom of the screen, you'll see the home button as well as the go back, the volume, the function or the different apps button right there, volume, and the camera right there. I'm not sure what the camera is for. I guess it's for TVs that have cameras. But anyways, a very familiar user interface if you're used to using an Android device. And in the top, you just get like a generic smart box TV box logo. No brand in particular is mentioned here, but it's gonna look very similar to to your cell phone. Really, you have different applications here in the top. And what you want to do first is you want to go to settings right here using your remote. And you want to first of all connect to your wireless network or to your Wi-Fi. Once you have that done, like I said before, it's super easy. Put in your password, and speaking of password, what you want to do is, since you already have your wireless keyboard, you might as well use it to put in your password. And I was very impressed with how this keyboard works. It's fantastic. You just turn it on, it works automatically right out of the box. Really cool how when you touch on the buttons right here, when you want to put in your password right here, when you want to press on the letters, it gives you kind of like a feedback, like a pulse saying that it has been pressed. So it's really cool how you can actually tell how the buttons are pressed. And you can switch around the different functions in the keyboard in this button right here. If you want to use it for keyboard, or if you want to use it for gestures, which if you want to use it for gestures, you can actually use it right there. I don't know if you can see it there, but once you move it around, you can use it as a touchpad. And as you can see in the TV, the mouse or the cursor appears. Alright guys, so I wanted to put the camera on a tripod just so I can show you the different functions or the different things that you can do using your wireless keyboard or your mini wireless keyboard. Pretty easy to use. First of all, you want to put it into the trackpad function right here by pressing this button. You can use it to switch it around between keyboard or trackpad. I want to put in trackpad first, then go to the home page. And like I said before, you can really use it as a computer to browse through the web. You just put your cursor on top of browser, and to click on something you can either use these two buttons. This is your left click and your right click, or you can just tap on the keyboard anywhere right like that, and it will go into your browser. As I said before, you can this is just a standard Firefox browser, so it works just like in your computer. You type in the whatever website you want to go to. First shift towards keyboard function, and you start typing. Let's say you want to go to Yahoo, and start typing Yahoo, and let's see, yahoo.com. And for some reason before I was having some issues with the enter button. When I was pressing enter, it wasn't doing anything, so I just switched it to trackpad. And right here below, or actually let me go to trackpad there. Below in the screen right there, you see a standard keyboard right there, like in your cell phone or in your tablet, and you want to navigate towards the Go and select that one, and it will go anyways. And there, maybe I'm missing something about that enter key. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to take a deeper look into that one. Anyways, the gestures, really handy features. You can go up and down like your standard trackpad on your computer. And once you go into the website, and again you have the cursor right there to click pretty much anywhere and where you want to go. Let's say if you want to go into this article and press on that, and then you'll go into that website. Really cool features right there. You also get the features to zoom in and out, but in some websites it won't work. It really depends on which website you're looking for. For example, in this one I'm trying to zoom in, but it won't do anything in there. It just goes up and down, but I'm sure there's other applications where you can use that. That's as far as the trackpad or the wireless keyboard. And again, you can pretty much use this as a standard computer. I'm very impressed with the performance so far. I love the fact that you can use this pretty much to replace your computer. That's if you're using your computer to go through websites, log into Facebook. You can also add apps right here. As I said before, you can go into Twitter. You can install the Play Store, Netflix. And I really like this set-top box so far. As far as the resolution, I'm using it here in my small screen, but as far as the specs, I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble with it if I decide to install this in my bigger TV downstairs. But yeah, very impressive so far. Everything is really fast. I love the features in here. You can again go up and down with the volume here, the volume rockers, and I really love how easy to use it is. One more thing that I really like about this set-top box is the fact that you can actually use it to store music, TV shows, movies, anything that you want to. It has internal memory. I think has 32 gigabytes of internal memory, so you can actually put in any of your favorite shows right here in the set-top box itself. I don't know what else to say about this. I'm probably going to try to play around a little bit more in the next few days, but I just wanted to give you my initial review. I highly recommend this if you're looking to into something to replace either your Apple TV, your Roku device. This will be really high up for me. I love the fact that you can use this if you just want to use it as your standard TV or your remote control, and this if you want to browse through the web or chat or go into Facebook and do different things online. Very impressed so far. Let me real quick go into YouTube right here just to show you how quick it is. It is pretty fast. This is faster than my old Roku that I have. And again, you can browse through, and let's see how quickly it goes to this video. And as you can see, depending on your connection, it's gonna go as fast as really your connection is. But yeah, there's a video from YouTube. It's probably still buffering a little bit, so the quality is not going to be the best right here. And also the TV that I am using right here is not the highest resolution that you'll have probably in your TV. But yeah, I'm very impressed by this product. I highly recommend it. Again, if you're looking into something to replace your old set-top box, your Roku, this is definitely a must-go. I gotta give it a 5 out of 5 stars so far. I may go back online and put some comments if I find something that it may be off about my review. But so far, I'm really impressed. I highly recommend it. Again, I'll put a link here in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye-bye.